Hello, Rogelio. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Oh, it's nice. It's great to have you in our podcast. Thank you very much for coming up.
Thanks for
Oh,
the invitation, Phoebe.
thank you. We really appreciate if we that you can squeeze time to be with us in such a short period of a short notice, and we don't take it for granted. Thank you very much, Rogelio. So today we're gonna dive into how AI is impacting businesses. We're going to cast our net wider beyond HR and management and all that. We're going to talk to somebody, a media personality that's in here in the United States that will show us or tell us how they come this far. And the company is a well-known company, the MLC company. We're going to
Yes,
talk to another person like by name Rogelio Macin, who is the head of sales and business in US and Mexico. So it's a really a big responsibility. And we all know that MLC is in charge of social content, ad campaign, conversion ready to use funnel for radios, online streaming, and all that. And then again, your program or your customer is spread across 10 Latin American countries and United States here. So welcome once again, Rogelio, to our podcast.
thank you. Um,
Thank you.
it's important to mention that the founder of the company, Carlos Moncada, is
Mhm.
from Hispanic heritage,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
he started this company more than 20 years ago.
Okay.
And I've been with the company for about 10 years,
Great.
and we create and produce um, Hispanic content,
Mhm.
um, initially for radio.
Yeah.
And for radio, we are the number one syndication company
Mm-hmm.
in the US,
Mm-hmm.
where we produce more than 20 radio shows on a daily basis. And
Wow.
we distribute these shows to more than 600 radio stations
Wow.
across the US.
Yeah.
And the company has been expanding and has been growing and testing different strategies, as well as different business ideas that we have come uh, to develop.
Yeah.
We are now in the process of expanding digital newspaper,
Wow.
uh, and it's called Nueva News.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also expanding and creating a digital TV on YouTube. It's
Mm.
called Que Onda,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also one of the business ideas that we have for 2026
Mm.
is the idea of launching a digital TV channel, um, and we're in the process of doing that.
Great. Okay. Awesome. So once again, thank you for coming to our show. And before we dive in, here is how the podcast is gonna go. We'll start with your background and the industry trends you're seeing. Then we'll discuss your current challenges and the vision, like what you said, your plan for the digital radio and all that, and many more in the next
Good.
6 months, 12 next 6 to 12 months. Then we'll finally wrap up by exploring any next step, if there's any, or if they make sense. Does that sound like a good use of our time?
Sure.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, and once again, I want to reiterate again, it's a conversation. It's not an
Yes.
interview. So
Yes, of
feel
course.
free, let it flow. I'm not here for nothing scripted. It's a
Yeah.
conversation, okay? All right. So what we're gonna do now is tell us a bit about share a bit about your role and how it fits into a bigger picture of our MLC media.
Right. Um, well, for the most part of my life,
Mm.
um, I'm 60 years old, and
Awesome.
I started in the music business.
Okay.
And I started in the music business in 1983.
Mm-hmm.
And from 1983 to the year 2000, I I worked in several multinational record companies um, in the U.S. and in Mexico and in Central America,
Yeah.
um, up until 9/11, I would
Mm,
say that things got a little complicated
mm,
because of the economy in the U.S.
mm.
and and whatever happened um, for the economy in the U.S. after 9/11,
Yeah.
and and at some point in the music business, the internet offered an unlimited distribution of
Mm,
music through the internet.
yeah.
And at that time, the record companies were not ready for
Mm,
that digital distribution.
yeah.
And so, what happened is that the record companies, as they existed, could
Mm-hmm.
no longer manage a that kind of business without the proper income of selling music,
Yeah.
um, especially because the music was traveling digital
Yeah.
worldwide for free.
Mm,
So at that point, I decided to reinvent myself,
great.
and a friend of mine offered me to work for him, managing a group of radio stations.
Yeah.
Um, my background is administration
Okay.
and sales and marketing,
Mm,
and even though didn't know how a radio station worked
mm,
properly, I dive into this job, and
mm,
um, and I wanted to learn everything that I needed to know about radio.
mm,
So for 4 years, I learned everything that I needed to do,
mm-hmm.
and and then I was hired by MLC to oversee the corporation and new business development.
Mm.
And I got interested, and I've been here for the past 10 years, I would say.
Wow.
Um, and you know, the owner of the company is a very versatile man that
Mm-hmm.
likes to have every year likes to have a new challenge, a new business
Okay.
challenge,
Awesome.
and diversify.
Mm-hmm.
And every year we have something new that we want to develop. And
Yeah.
because technology is moving so rapidly, um, we have to go alongside learning and also foreseeing new business ideas.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. So what does a typical day looks like for you? A typical day in the office, your work days.
A typical day for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, uh, I wake up early, like at
Mm-hmm.
6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I do my personal stuff, which is uh, taking my dog out for a run. I
Mm-hmm.
do a little bit of exercise on a daily
Okay.
basis, just to keep in shape and to keep, active.
Yeah.
And I normally like to spend half an hour updating myself in news,
Okay.
what's going on in the world,
Mm.
um, globally,
Yeah.
uh, in the US
Mm-hmm.
and Mexico, and
Yeah.
how does the politics affect the Hispanic community in the
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
Um, and I do that because we produce content, and
Yeah.
it's important to be on top of the news. And nowadays, with so many information
Mm.
going through through every other device that we have,
Mm.
um, we have to filter what is fake, what is not fake, what is
Yeah.
real, and
Mm.
what is important.
Yeah.
So I like to spend at least half an hour, if not an hour, just documenting myself and informing myself.
Great.
After that, I would say I spend another couple of hours. Well, I normally start reviewing. I like to take notes
Yeah.
on at the end of the day on what I'm my on my purposes of the following day or
Yeah.
what I have left over of the day before.
Yeah.
So after I already checked the news and I took note of anything that it's important, I
Hmm.
go through my notes and I go on checking my to-do list for the
Yeah.
day.
Mm.
Um, I go and I spend a couple of hours in the computer checking my
Mm.
emails, answering
Mm.
emails, and then following up on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Um, and I try to keep my time with my meals,
Okay.
uh, and
Yeah,
and
it's important.
and uh, and then I continue with the day. If I have appointments outside of
Yeah.
my office, I also have to plan ahead of time um, because either in Los Angeles or in Mexico City,
Yeah.
those are big cities where the traffic is
Yeah.
heavy, and I
Yeah.
spend about you know about 45 minutes from one meeting to another meeting just commute and
Okay.
um, and that's pretty much it. I like to have during the week. I like to have my meetings in the middle of the week. I
Okay.
like to not be in traffic on Monday
Yeah.
or Friday,
Hmm.
just because there is just insane amount of traffic in the cities that I work.
Yeah.
Um, and that's pretty much it. I
Yeah.
normally finish up if I'm not committed or if I'm not immersed
Mm.
in something in particular, I like
Hmm.
to finish up around 7 p.m. and then spend some time with the family.
Okay.
Um,
Good.
but if I'm immersed and very dedicated into developing something, I can go on hours and hours,
Yeah.
and finish late. Sometimes at 8, sometimes at 10,
All right.
and that's pretty much my days.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, what's the major shift you are seeing in your industry right now? The major shift you are seeing in your industry right now.
Pardon me.
I said the major shift you are seeing in your industry right now. The
Well,
shift.
I think it's definitely is technology.
Hmm.
Um, we have to be very vigilant
Yeah.
on if the content that we are producing. In my mind, the radio, the TV, and the movies
Hmm.
will be important for each generation
Hmm.
depending on the content and the importance of the content and the quality of the content that
Yeah.
we're producing.
Yeah.
Uh, as new technologies come in
Yeah.
and people go through information more rapidly than
Hmm.
years ago,
Mm.
uh, there's also a shift on the consumer behavior.
Yeah.
The consumer is receiving hundreds of pictures and text
Hmm.
and just a wild range of information
Mm.
and also a wild range of entertainment.
Yeah.
Um, and it's all mixed in platforms.
Yeah.
And even though you want to just skew something professional
Hmm.
and separate it from entertainment,
Hmm.
some of these platforms are mixed, and then
Yeah.
you have to filter them, and it takes time. But also, what I realize is that the consumer nowadays is digesting information and entertainment more rapidly.
Okay. Okay.
Um, if if we are not careful in following the trends and the pattern and the
Hmm.
behavior of
Hmm.
our consumers,
Mm-hmm.
we will lose focus on how to continue managing our business.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and in my mind, now news have to be shorter, smaller,
Mm-hmm.
and more to the point. We have to be very careful of the titles. The titles have to be very catchy,
Okay.
and uh, and the images that you are showing to your viewers
Yeah.
in my line of field have to be also eye catchy,
Mm-hmm.
have to have a very good quality. People are also getting used to having high quality video images
Mm-hmm.
and high quality also sound of your content.
Yeah.
So we're keeping track of all that. Um, we are also we have challenging times
Yeah.
because you're building up. Let's say you're building up your.
Okay, I think you are almost that. Sorry for interrupting you. My next question, we're gonna get there.
Yeah,
Let
sure.
me ask you. Okay, so how has AI impacted your business strategy at the MLC?
Our business strategy. Well,
How has AI impacted it? Yes.
yes. What we like to do is create synergy in between our different business models that we have.
Okay.
And we have to our business strategy is to create our content
Mm-hmm.
as good as possible,
Mm-hmm.
um, for respect of our audience,
Okay.
um, and take advantage of that content and try to maximize the exposure of it in our different platforms that we have.
Okay.
um, we also have created a few promotional and marketing ideas in
Mm-hmm.
order to attract and keep growing our audience.
Okay.
We interact a lot with our clients
Okay.
in terms of, like, for example, in 2026, uh, there's there is an area of production. The
Mm-hmm.
production side of the company
Mm-hmm.
has a close relationship with all 600 radio stations that we provide content.
Okay.
But at some point, the production relationship with the radio station, it's an automated one where we provide the content, they receive the content, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when we started, we had 30, 40 radio stations affiliated to us. And we used to
Mm-hmm.
talk to them
Mm-hmm.
randomly. But when the
Yeah.
company grew and now we provide content to 600 radio stations, then the
Wow.
communication stopped at some point. And now
Okay.
our strategy for 2026 is go back to the basics and keep communicating with the head of sales or with the general manager to get some feedback,
Yeah.
um, and to see, whether we are doing something wrong or
Yeah.
there is something that we are missing
Yeah.
or something that can be done.
Okay.
So I would say that we are establishing or reestablishing and strengthening our communication with our clients.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. What is working well for you now, and what has been frustrating? I think somehow you answered it, but you can throw more light on it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of the challenging is the new technologies,
Mm-hmm.
the new trends,
Mm-hmm.
the new ways of
Mm-hmm.
you know cable TV used to be good. Now cable TV is not anymore that good.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming is good. Movies were good.
Mm-hmm.
Now going to the movies, it's still there, but
Mm-hmm.
there's so much change in the
Yeah.
way people are behaving and are studying and are
Yeah.
entertaining themselves, that
Yeah.
the challenge is to be aware of these changes, to
Mm-hmm.
understand the changes,
Mm-hmm.
and to understand how they are changing the consumer behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and try to be in tune with that. That is
Yeah.
a challenge, definitely. It's
Okay.
very entertaining, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very fulfilling to
Mm-hmm.
keep to be on top of everything and to try to
Mm.
catch up with everything that's going on in the world in
Yeah.
terms of communication,
Mm.
um, but also uh, it's taking more of our funds
Yeah.
to develop different things. And sometimes you start doing something on one platform, and
Mm.
then the platform dies,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that you did, it's gone,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to start with a new. You have to start again.
Yeah.
So we have to keep an eye, and it's a challenge to know what the to be on top of the changes, to be able
Yeah.
to learn them, and to
Okay.
be able to adapt them in your day-to-day business.
Okay, good. So again, what metrics are you focused on improving right now? You made mention of when you guys started was 30, now it's 600. And you said
Yes.
something up, yeah. So what do you want to improve in that area to make sure you cover or you get your programs
Um,
or news across?
well, in the US, there's I think we max out, or the number of radio affiliates that we can reach.
Okay.
So at this point, we're not looking to increasing our affiliates, but
Mm-hmm.
more so um, filtering, uh, profiling the best affiliates,
Okay.
uh, getting and reinforcing the communication that we have with them, which
Okay.
is very important.
All right.
Uh, Keeping track of their developments, their unique developments, because each of our affiliates are in different cities, different states,
Mm.
even different countries,
Mm.
and everything that is going on that state or that city or that country,
Yeah.
it affects our client.
Okay.
So we have to keep track of that. That is a real challenge.
Okay. Okay. Keeping track of your affiliates, right? Okay. The next question is, what do you want MLC to be in the next 12 months?
Well, I would like to be able to establish and develop a digital network, uh, because
Okay.
that will be something where we can move to the next level. We
Yeah.
start producing content for radio.
Mm-hmm.
Once the radio started, in order for the radio to maintain its relevance in the community, they started also creating their own social media, each
Mm.
radio station. So
Yeah.
now each radio station and each DJ has their own social media.
Okay.
And now radio stations are no longer only audio,
Yeah.
they're audio and video.
Yeah.
And now the radio interviews are also video interviews.
Okay.
And all this content on this radio is being uploaded into social media, and now we have new ways of commercializing this content. For example, podcast.
Okay.
Podcast. It's something that might have been in the world in the past 5 years, probably even 10, but
Mm-hmm.
it has not been developed because it takes time, as you know,
Okay.
uh, to grow.
Okay.
Um, so now we're immersing into podcast as well.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we are editing and revising and reviewing all of our radio content
Okay.
and seeing what is worth and what could work to be a podcast series.
Okay.
So there's a lot of challenges
Mhm.
up ahead for the next 12 months. But
Yeah.
me personally, I'm interested in being able to develop that digital
Network.
network or channel
Okay.
using all the content that we have and that we have created.
Okay. Okay. Are there any specific KPIs you're tracking on trying to develop this as digital network?
Yes.
Okay. So okay. All
Yes,
right.
we're working with third-party companies
Mm-hmm.
in order to be able to establish this channel. And
Okay.
it's going to take us about 6 months. So maybe for the second half of 2026, we'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to be up and running.
Okay. Okay. And is there any specific metrics associated with it? You say you're working with private companies or what to get that done right?
Yes.
Third
Well,
party. Yeah.
we
Okay.
have to work with third-party companies
Mm-hmm.
that are specialized in technology
Oh, okay. Okay.
because we are a production company,
Oh, okay.
and
Makes sense.
because we're a production company, we need a um, we need to work with a company that has the technology and the
Mm.
knowledge um, in order for our content to be uploaded and be created and be established as a TV channel.
Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. Okay, the next question. If you have a magic wand to fix just one thing in MLC that is holding you back or slowing you down, what would that one thing be?
Hmm. Well, I think I would like to have a crystal ball to foresee all the problems that are coming beforehand. Uh, Sometimes there's personnel
Mhm.
problems,
Okay.
meaning the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's economy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, when countries and societies and cities and states are healthy economy wise,
Mm-hmm.
uh, things run smoother
Okay.
because our clients are selling more. Our
Mm-hmm.
clients are eager to promote
Mm.
more, and clients are also paying on time.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, when the economy is great for everybody, it you know things run smoother.
Okay.
When we have to challenge through, let's say, uh, an epidemia like the COVID,
Yeah.
when we have to challenge now, when there's a war or one or two wars somewhere in the world, it's
Mm.
stressful.
Yeah.
Um, when we have a new president trying to impose tariffs on the world is
Mm-hmm.
challenging.
Yeah.
Um, all those things are challenging and also create problems
Okay.
for any other company to sustain and to keep working professionally and well.
Okay, I understand. It makes sense. So, another thing is there any signal to show you you're working in the right direction of your goal? You mentioned you want to create a digital network, and talk about the challenge you have in streaming and all that. Do you have any signal to tell you, to point you in the direction of where you want to be?
Um, well, I normally, because what I do is I see the marketplace,
Okay.
I study the marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to look up to who's leading the marketplace
Mm-hmm.
into the areas that I want to immerse.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to create a digital network, um, first off, uh, I do some research. I do a lot
Okay.
of research in finding out um, what is working for which channel, what are they doing, what is
Okay.
their niche market, if there is a niche market,
Mm-hmm.
and I spend some time reviewing and seeing and studying what they're doing,
Mm.
um, and that gives me a guidance on where I want to go,
Okay.
if it's aligned with with my goals, of course.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Maybe one last one. If you're able to solve your problem or get your digital network in place and make sure that when you transmit a program, the whole 500 gets it. I think say something about that. What will it unlock for you an MLC company? If you're able to
What?
solve this problem or the
Yes.
challenge, what will it unlock for you, Rogelio, and MLC group company? Yeah.
Well, you see, I think there's never an end
Yeah.
to the imagination of us as human beings.
Yes.
And I'm a guy that on a yearly basis, I try to review at the end of the year what I
Mm.
did
Yeah.
and what I did wrong, or
Mm.
what I did right, or if
Yeah.
I'm on the right path, or
Yeah.
how am I feeling in
Yeah.
general,
Yeah.
professionally and personally.
Mm-hmm.
And then I set up my goals,
Yeah.
personal goals and professional goals.
Okay.
And uh, and as long as I see that I'm moving in the right direction,
Yeah.
you know, provided that we all have challenges and we
Mm-hmm.
all have difficulties, um, I like to keep on moving and moving forward and just
Okay.
reviewing the things that I'm doing, and not letting the little things be in the middle.
Okay.
Uh, it takes discipline. It
Yes.
takes to be constant,
Mm.
to challenge yourself as well,
Yes. Yeah.
and but we all have to do what we have to do, or what
Yeah.
we think that we have to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
You're right.
we all could be the judges of our own uh, way of work and disciplines and results.
Okay. Um. Finally, I would have asked you that earlier. Is there any particular AI software or whatever you guys are using right now? Anything AI you're using right now?
The production area of the company, I
Mm-hmm.
know that they're using a few I a few mm, I don't know if it's
Okay,
called software.
nothing really extensive. Let's put it that way. Nothing really extensive, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
not really.
Yeah.
I personally, I guess I'm using Chat GPT,
Okay.
and I help, but the production, the the artificial intelligence is really
Mm.
helping out
Yeah.
the producers,
Yeah. Okay.
in terms of getting moving faster,
Okay.
um, and getting a lot of things done.
Mm.
And they're also reducing the amount of time and the amount of people that we used to work with.
Okay. All right.
I think that's being helpful.
Mm.
And we obviously, uh, AI is also giving us other avenues of business,
Okay.
where before we you know go at it, we need to study them and we need to see how feasible they are. But
Okay.
definitely, this is going to be one of the most uh, challenging and creative times of the last 50 years, if you if,
Uh-huh.
if you ask me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Aurelia, for sharing your insights on, where how AI or how the technology is impacting the media company, or especially MLC. We really thank you for sharing your